Hello and welcome to weekend vlog number 4. It's Friday, October 27th. It's about noon now. I hopped out of bed really quickly this morning around 7 and got a bunch of work stuff done, a lot of emails answered and different things of that nature. And then I went ahead and cleaned up our kitchen, cleaned up this den area, made our bed, took a shower, ate breakfast, got ready, etc. So I decided I would vlog because I'm in a really good mood and we have some fun things going on this weekend, and I figured maybe you would want to come along for the ride. Before I jump into what we're doing, I just do want to share this one product. It's, let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. It is by Harvey Prince Organics and it's called Sea Salt Hairspray. Sea Salt Hair Mist, excuse me. And I got it, obviously it's a sample size, it's tiny, but I got it in a Birchbox sometime last year, which I no longer do Birchbox, but it was fun while it lasted. And I absolutely love this stuff. I use it as like a texturizing spray, and I spray it all over my hair and then just kind of tussle my hair, and it's like a very light hold hairspray, and it smells amazing. It smells really natural and just good. So I'm gonna go look and see how much the full size of this would be, but if you're looking for kind of a texturizing spray, you may want to look into it because it's really good. So tonight we are having my friend Jenny and, well, we're friends with both of the, we're friends with the husband and the wife, Jenny and Casey, over for dinner, and their 3 sons are coming over as well, and they're coming over around 5:30, so they're coming over in about 5 hours. It is the coldest day of the fall so far, which is super fun. So we're going to light a big fire. It's gonna be a really cozy night. We're gonna light a big fire. I'm making some homemade soup, some homemade bread. I'm making a big homemade skillet cookie. We are making some sangria. Just gonna be like a cozy, fun night together. And so they're gonna come over early, and then we're just gonna hang out for the evening together. Between now and then, I have quite a few things on my list that I need to do. Things like I have some more emails that I need to answer. I have one plan for one of my mentees that I need to finalize and mail out to her. That's due by Sunday, but I do like to get that done by the end of the work week if possible, just so I don't have to be thinking about it all weekend. So yeah, so here we go. Let's jump into this weekend. I'm really looking forward to it. All right, so here's what's on the menu for tonight. We're gonna have chicken noodle soup, and I'm gonna have it with egg noodles for most people, but my friend Jenny is gluten-free, so I'm gonna make her a separate batch. And then I'm gonna make homemade bread for the non-gluten-free peeps, and I bought some gluten-free bread for Jenny. And then a skillet cookie with ice cream, and then gluten-free brownies for her. And then we're having sangria to drink. And I have everything kind of starting to get set up. So I just like to do this. This just helps me visualize. So here's some of the stuff that we're gonna need for this skillet cookie. I have the recipes pulled out. This is my mom's sangria recipe that I am going to use. It is fantastic. It's so good. So you can screenshot that if you want it. I'm using Pioneer Woman's chicken and noodles recipe, which is what I always use when I make homemade chicken soup. I just don't, she makes it so it's super thick, so it's like real, it's not like soup, it's like chicken and noodles. I'm sorry, the glare makes this really hard to focus. Anyway, at the very end, she has you add flour, and I just skip that step. And then I'm also using her skillet cookie recipe because I've made it in the past, and it has a little bit of instant coffee in it, and it's super good. And then I bought gluten-free brownies for Jenny. I got the bread maker out for some homemade bread that I'm gonna make. As far as gluten-free, we have Jenny and Casey over a lot. They're one of our closest friends in town. And a lot of times I just end up I just choose a whole meal that's gluten-free. But on this particular occasion, this soup makes a lot of soup, and we prefer it with the egg noodles. And so we're just doing a little special thing, but it doesn't bother me one single bit. To accommodate her dietary restrictions. I have the pot out. There's nothing in it yet, but it's I need to wipe it out, obviously. Well, it looks dirty, but it's just the sparkle of like the non-stick, you know what I mean? Although that little water spot at the end, I'll scrub it out before we use it. And, oh, this is a good thing to show. This is the delicious sangria fruit. So you put like a half a cup of sugar, and this is 2 apples, 2 lemons, 2 limes, and 2 oranges cut up with a half a cup of sugar, and you marinate it overnight, and it just gets super delicious. And then you put that in the sangria. This sangria recipe is bomb. It's super good. So that's that. So everything's kind of set up and kind of getting ready. I tidied up this back room. For the most part, I need to get rid of that little massage thing and my shoes, but for the most part, it's pretty tidy, and we're gonna light a big fire later. Can't wait. I need to wipe down the guest bathroom before they come. I need to tidy up the front room before they come. I think our bedroom is pretty good. I was just getting ready in here, so there's some stuff over there that I need to get rid of, but overall, we are doing pretty well. And there's Charlie Bear. All right, I found that sea salt texturizing mist on Amazon, and it's $26, which isn't, I only wash my hair twice a week, so this would probably last me a whole year, so I don't feel like that's too outrageously priced. But doesn't that bottle look different than you thought it would look, given the sample, what the sample bottle looks like? It's like completely different. It doesn't look like a mini version at all. But anyway, I'm thinking I might need to try that at some point, because I just really love it, and I just like this scent. I like having a little light scent in my hair, and this gives it to you without it being too much. Yeah, we might need to add that to the cart. All right, I just set up a little spot on my kitchen table, which is usually where I end up by Friday, because I just get tired of sitting at my desk, and I am gonna get to work. Hey y'all, I actually just got back from Riley's studio. My aunt called me just as I was about to do a little check-in before I left, and so I was on the phone, so I didn't get to do that. But you guys have seen me go to Riley's studio about 5 billion other times in every other weekly vlog, so I don't think it's too big of a deal. It's 2:30 now, so I'm gonna get started cooking. I need to put the bread in the bread maker and get the chicken going and all that kind of stuff, because I think they're coming over around 5 or 5:30. We won't eat like immediately upon their arrival, but I do want to make sure that things get going. So let's cook. Hey guys, it's about 4:11. It is 4:11 right now. My brightness must be turned up because I look even paler than I normally am. My kitchen is just fully disastrous because I'm in the middle of doing things, which I'll show you everything that I've just been working on in just a second here. But as I was just sitting here, I just have worship music playing, and I'm cooking and doing all these different things, and there were so many Friday and Saturday nights last year, which was a really hard year for me, a really lonely year for me, where I would have given like anything to be cooking for people, be cooking for friends to come over. And I didn't have any friends, so there was no one to cook for. And my love language very much is, having people over into my home and feeding them, and just hospitality. And it was so, I felt like it was so mean of God that that's my gifting, and that's what I love doing, and I had no one to do that for. No friends to like invite over. It was so hard. And this is all the bottom line of my Rooted series. So you can go check out my Rooted series on my channel if you want to hear way more than this little snippet about this whole situation. But it was just so hard. And I'm just sitting here, or standing here, just cooking for 5 people who I love so much to come over and get to spend time with them, and like the crazy amazing answered prayer that is not lost on me. Making soup and bread and cookies and whatever else is great, but having real relationships for people to come and enjoy those things with is like, you cannot put a price on that. So if you are walking through a season of time where you don't have anyone to invite over, I know how it feels. And just thinking about it makes me so emotional, because it was the hardest thing ever. To live in the middle of nowhere in a tiny small town and have no one to do my life with, to just feel so alone. So I'm praying for you to find people and friends and community, because gosh, if we weren't created to be in relationship with other people, we were just made to have friends. So if you're in a time right now where you don't have any, my heart just goes out to you, because I just know, I truly know what that's like, and the heartbreak and the difficulty, and that might not present itself, like if you don't like cooking and stuff, then that might not be when it presents itself, but maybe there's another time when those feelings bubble up. And I just can't tell you how many times I just wept last year on the weekends, just because I just had no one to call. No, I mean, obviously Riley and I have a great marriage, but it's important to have friends outside of your marriage too, and to have couple friends and people that you can both hang out with, and we just had nothing like that. So praise God, He is so good. He is so faithful. He refined me. He's continuing to refine me through that really tough time of loneliness. My empathy and my compassion have like swollen to new heights because of this whole experience. And gosh, I will cherish every single friendship so much more deeply than I ever had before in the years to come and now, because of this whole thing. So those are my teary thoughts in the middle of cooking. On a more logistical, practical level, I just, so I cooked the chicken, pulled the meat off the bones, and then put the bones back in to make the bone broth. I cut up celery, onion, and carrots for the soup. So the bone broth is going right now, and then we'll add all this a little bit later. The gluten-free brownies are finished. They actually look super good. I've never really done a lot of gluten-free cooking or baking, so you just never really know. But I mean, those look just like traditional brownies, so awesome. The bread is baking. It should only have, only 20 more minutes left on that, and then I'll show you what the loaf looks like once it's finished. Here in the fridge, I have, I mixed the red wine with the different things that go in it, and the fruit continues to marinate, and I'll combine the two in a more pretty picture than this one, closer to the time when our guests are arriving. I have chocolate chip cookie dough in here for a skillet cookie I'm gonna make. I'm gonna put it in a cast iron skillet. And that's it. I think next I'm gonna make some rice, because that's what Jenny's gonna have with her soup, because she is gluten-free. And I do need to definitely do some cleaning, but I'm feeling good. It's only 4:11, so they're not coming for another hour and a half or so. And all the food is done now. I'm not gonna bake the cookie until they get here, because I want it to be warm for dessert. Charlie is having a field day eating all of the things that I've dropped. It's just about 5:30. My friend Jenny texted and said they would be here around 5:45 because 2 of her 3 boys were still asleep at 5:30. So here is the bread out of the oven and some butter that I pulled out this morning, so it's nice and soft. Here is the sangria, which is super delicious. Oh, so good. Here are the gluten-free brownies and there's Riley's sangria. We broke like a bunch of wine glasses in the past month, which is really weird, and so we don't have enough for everybody, but we have 3 right now, and they're all kind of mismatched, but it's fine. And then the soup is just about done. Be careful with the steam. Yep. Turn it down just a bit, but you gotta get it. Yeah. So there we are. Everything's looking good. Hey guys, it's about 10:30 now. Our friends just left. They got here around 5:45, so they were here for quite some time. We had a really nice time together, and the meal turned out really well. I really like making soup and homemade bread, or something like that, like spaghetti and homemade bread, because the homemade bread factor feels super special, but it's in a bread maker, it's really easy. And then like soup or spaghetti or something like that, even like lasagna, it's like you can make it ahead of time and just have it sitting on the stove. Doesn't require a lot of prep work when your guests are at your house. Riley is doing some of the last few dishes. We just loaded the dishwasher. And he's just doing some of the big dishes. How did it go, Riley, you think?
Really nice.
Yeah, it was fun. We always have a nice time with them. So here is the skillet cookie, what's left of it. It looks a little bit darker than your average cookie because this recipe calls for a couple of teaspoons of instant coffee. Now, the cookie does not taste like coffee at all, but it adds a really interesting kind of depth of flavor, if you will. So we really loved it. And Jenny loved her gluten-free brownie, and Riley tried it and she said it was great. I mean, he said it was great. So it's all good. So we've just kind of straightened up, and the fire is just dying out. The fire was roaring all night. Charlie has a hard time when we have people here, don't you? You're not sure where to go or what to do, huh? Huh? So the fire is dying out. What are you doing? You playing with your toys? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, guys. It's Saturday, October 28th. It's just about probably 8:30 or 9. Something like that. It's freezing outside, literally. When I woke up, it was 32 degrees, which is crazy because 2 days ago it was 80 degrees. So we are having a cold front. So clearly the very first thing I did this morning was light the fire. So it's getting all warmed up. I was talking the other day about doing a blog post with an oil supply shop, an essential oil like accessory supplier. And the package came in the mail yesterday, so I'm just opening it up now. So here's a little teaser. You can check out my blog. This will be on my blog in the next couple of weeks. So I'm working on unpacking everything here, and I think this is my favorite thing that I got. It is a little keychain neoprene case, and when you open it up, it has tiny little bottles so that you can travel with your oils. Oh, I just think that is so smart. I love that. Hey guys, it's about 2:54 now, and we just drove to a neighboring town called St. Joe. It's about 30 miles west of us. Mm-hmm. And Riley creates shirts for a woman out here who owns a boutique, and she's having a, what would that be called, a festival?
It's a yearly thing.
Yeah, it's like an event. So we're gonna go check it out and see what we think of the event. And Riley wants to show off all his tees that he's been making for her all year to sell at her shop.
They're probably sold out.
Okay.
Because they're really good.
So, yeah, let's go. Hey guys, it's 5:45 now. So we went to that festival, and it was cute. It was quite small. And the reason why I didn't film is because there was a band playing super loud music, and you just wouldn't have been able to hear anything I was saying. But it was what you would imagine. There was like booths with sellers and some food, right?
Yes, good food.
It was cute. All the food was pretty much gone by the time we got there, but
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating, but we still found something. So now, then we drove back. This is the story of living in the middle of nowhere and all you do is drive. So we had to drive 30 miles back east since we had gone west, and then we drove about 45 miles south because we're meeting some of Riley's college friends for dinner. But we got down here early. We're not meeting them for another 45 minutes, so we just walked around like the Marshalls. We're gonna go walk around the Barnes and Noble and things like that. So I probably won't check in until after dinner. See you then. Hey guys, it's about 9:15 now. We just got home from dinner. So after we walked around Barnes & Noble for a while, we met our friends at Olive Garden and we wanted to meet them. We wanted to get together with them just because we wanted to see them, but we wanted to really get together with them because they found out they were pregnant a couple of months ago, and then they just found out that they are expecting identical twin boys. So it's really an exciting, but as you can imagine, crazy time. So we had a good conversation, and we just went to Olive Garden, and it was great. It was great. So we are gonna settle in for the night. I don't know what we're gonna do. What do you wanna do? You wanna light another fire or what?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock.
We'll get going till like 10:30.
If you don't have a wood burning fireplace, typically it takes about an hour for the fire to really get going. To really, what you need the embers to be hot enough so that when you put a new log on, it will catch. So that takes just about an hour, and then it takes at least an hour of not adding anything new to the fire for it to really die out. So you can't be, it's not like a candle. You don't just light it and blow it out. It's like more of a process. So anyway, I guess we probably won't do that for the rest of the night.
That's too bad.
I know. I'm sorry today was a little bit lame vlog wise. We did a lot of things, but I can't do that. He's trying to inhale directly out of the humidifier. All right, I'm gonna sign off for that. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We are teaching Sunday school tomorrow in the morning, and then in the afternoon, we don't have any plans, so. And Riley's, what?
Papa's birthday.
It's Riley's grandfather's birthday, and then Riley's going to a concert tomorrow night, so I'll be around. See you guys tomorrow. Hey y'all, it's 12:15 now. We just left church and picked up a bunch of rib crib because it's Riley's grandfather's 92nd birthday today. So we're going out to his house, which is at the lake, and celebrating with family. We're having a big party out there with rib crib to eat, which will be super yummy.
It's like a fountain.
We taught Sunday school. I took a few little clips that I'm sure you saw by now. It was fun. It was good. The funny thing is that at our church, since it's small, we usually have, the max we've ever had is 12 kids. But they're all in, it's like a one-room schoolhouse. All different ages.
Between 2 and 6, I think.
Yeah, 2 and, it used to be 2 and 8, and now the 8-year-old goes to big church, so now it's 2 and 6. But because it's a small church and it's a small community, they spend so much time with each other, so it's like they're all siblings, or it's like they're all cousins. And you know, when kids really know each other well, they're usually a little bit more troublemaking than when they are all feeling kind of uncomfortable, you know? So we love them. And they know us too, which just makes it easy. It just makes it easier on everyone. But they get into things and they push the limits, I think, a little more than maybe they would if they didn't know anyone in the room. But yeah, it's fun. It's good for them. I'm glad they're getting to grow up with like a church family. I had that as a kid. Did you?
We went to a bunch of different churches, so kind of.
Yeah, we only went to one until I was 12, and then we switched churches, and so I had very much had a church family of like family friends that we spent a lot of time with, and I really cherished that as a kid and cherish that now. And a lot of those people like came to our wedding, and we, you know, so anywho, we're driving out to the lake, and I would love to I'll show you some stuff out there. It's really beautiful out there, and it's a perfect fall day. I'm wearing one of my new outfits. Last night I did too, which I shared in my fall haul video, so I'll link that above here if you haven't seen it already. And I got a lot of compliments on this one. It's kind of, it's like a flannel shirt dress. Several people like asked me where I got it. I'm like, it's just from Old Navy and it was on sale. So, all right, see you at the lake. All right, y'all have to help us settle a dispute or a difference of opinion.
About what?
So I didn't tell Riley what I was gonna do.
The camera.
So last night we went to Olive Garden and our waiter was super theatrical. Like he was like, "Good evening, kind sir.
I did not say
what
that.
can I do you for today?" And we were like, "We'll just have some water." And he was like, "Here's some water with magical lemon."
He didn't say that like that.
He was just very dramatic, as if he was in like some kind of play. And then, like, what else did he do? He was like, "I can give you more protein." And then
he didn't talk like this at all.
Imitate how he talked.
He was like, "I know it doesn't look like it, but these are actually magical lemons. They look like regular lemons." And I was like, "Ha!" And then he said, "If you want," he's like, my friend that was there, he's like, "If you want more chicken or like a protein, I can like refill you on protein, like hook you up."
No, he wasn't
way
like, more dramatic. When we first walked up, he was.
But
like,
that's how Blair sees the world. Is like, if people aren't acting exactly buttoned up, normal suit and tie person, she's like, "Why are you so dramatic, Blair? Like, why are you acting like this?"
Okay, he made me feel so awkward.
He was happy. He was really happy. He was happy to be working. He was like hooking us up with the Andes mints. He gave us like 4 each, and he was like, "I can give you more protein." He was just being a cool dude. He was just like having a good night.
He was being so weird. And then he brought over the wine. He was like, "Some wine for the table."
He didn't say that.
Yes, he did. He was so dramatic. So my question for you is, are you on the team where if there's a waiter who's like super theatrical and kind of over the top?
Super theatrical.
That was super theatrical.
Very friendly. He was just being friendly.
Super
and
theatrical.
Trying to make jokes. Some of them fell flat, but he was just like
every joke he made fell flat. It was so awkward.
He was trying
anyway, okay. The question is,
it's called a turn.
do you feel, does that make you feel awkward and uncomfortable? Because it makes me feel so awkward and uncomfortable. I know that he's just trying to have a good time, but it's just like, I just want people to act normal in those situations because I don't know how to engage with him and it just makes me feel really uncomfortable. Or do you think it's fun?
Like, if someone's acting like that, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, this is fun." I'll play along. I'll be like, "Magical lemon you say," and be like, because it's funny, because that's what they're wanting to do. They want some feedback. They want like.
And this is why you play Dungeons and Dragons and I do not.
You don't do anything. So.
Tell the people where we are.
We're at Lake Iowa, at Grandpa's house. Back porch. It's really pretty today.
It is really pretty today. It's so still and gorgeous. We're up on the patio. And Riley's on the swing.
I'm hungry. So we're waiting for some people. I had a deviled egg though.
You love them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, it's just about 3 now. We just got to Riley's studio. Lest you think owning an Etsy shop is glamorous, it is not. It is very fun, but it is hard work, basically 7 days a week, every week. So we're up here getting some things done for Etsy, and then this afternoon we actually are gonna do, I think we're gonna try to take some photos for the Christmas line because we have all of the samples printed and I need to get those listed because I'm launching on November 1st, which is Wednesday. A little crazy. But anyway, being at the lake was great. It's beautiful out there today. All the family was great. We ate together. We celebrated Papa's birthday, so it was good. So I'm gonna go work with Riley, get a few things done. And then, like I said, we're gonna go home and gonna go get ready for doing a little quick photo shoot for the Christmas line. And then I wanna lay down, but I have like several things that I need to get done before tomorrow morning. So this is a really weird Sunday. It's not that restful. But yesterday was great, so it's okay. All right, let's get working. Hey guys, it's just about 9:00 p.m. now on Sunday night. After we finished printing things at the shop, we came back here and I've been posted up on the couch for like 5 or 6 hours now. Maybe a little less than that, maybe 4 hours or 5 hours. Just getting some things done for the week. Some Sunday nights I can truly just relax, but this one I have a big week ahead of me with our Christmas line launching on Etsy on Wednesday, and so getting all of those listings ready and just all of that. Plus I have a lot of mentorship stuff going on right now. I am booked up for the rest of this year, and then I already am almost completely booked up for mentees that are starting in January. So if you've been considering my blogger mentorship program, if you want to start a blog from scratch for the first time, or if you have a blog and you're looking to take it to the next level, make sure you check out in the down bar below more information about my blogger mentorship program, and go ahead and email me if you are interested so you can reserve your spot, because January is going to be full very quickly, and then we're going to start filling up February. So if you don't want to have to wait too long, make sure that you do email me. I've had nearly 45 mentees at this point over the past 18 months. So I have done it a time or two, and I can really come alongside you and help you. So there's a little plug for that program. So much of my heart goes into that program and a lot of time, but it's really fun. I just love it so much. I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it as much as I do. So that's that. So I've been doing some of that kind of stuff this evening, crossing things off my list that I didn't get a chance to get done yesterday, getting some Etsy stuff done, answering a bunch of emails, just planning my calendar content-wise for this month. It's been kind of a crazy thing. Riley is currently at a concert in Dallas. His favorite band is playing a show there, and so he's going. He already went. He'll be there for the next few hours. So again, I'm just gonna hang out here, work on my computer, get some stuff done, and yeah, I'll check in later if there's anything interesting to show you. Hey y'all, it's 11:30 now, as you can probably tell because I look like the girl from The Ring. Riley just texted me and said that the concert just ended, and so he's about to drive home, but it's about an hour or an hour and a half away, so he's not gonna be home for a while, and I probably won't be able to fall asleep until he gets home, so whatever. I am going to wrap up this weekend vlog though. Thank you so much for following along with weekend vlog number 4. Do you guys prefer weekend vlogs or weekday vlogs, or does it not matter? I feel like my life's not all that different on the weekends versus the weekdays, but you know, be interested to hear if anyone has a preference. All right, well, I will see you guys next time that I make a video. I appreciate you watching so much, and would love to hear from you what your weekend was like. What were you up to? What are you looking forward to? You know, all that good stuff. Also, as always, I really appreciate a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. And if you're not subscribed already, I would love if you would subscribe. See you guys later. Bye.